6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Another joy of Game of Thrones is the friends you've made, actually, for life. And Richard is one of them. And I was very fortunate that I had a majority of my stuff was with Richard. And I just adore him, and I trust him implicitly. And I think it would, I mean, for me, personally, I'll never forget the way he said mother.
That's pretty nice. That's sweet. That's nice. He'll never say it again, but that's beautiful. That's really nice.
Now, if you had £1 for every time you've been asked some variation of a question about Jon Snow, how rich would you be?
I wouldn't have to act ever again. I wouldn't have to do anything. Just sit in my home.
What would you buy with all that money?
I'd buy a massive Jon Snow with loads of swords coming out of him and be like, see?
I mean, who? Jon who?
I'm not really sure. Little character?
Jon Snow. Ah. No, he's dead.
It's funny and not funny because I don't understand why there's so much pressure on my character for bringing him back. Maybe because I have some magical powers, but I've never brought anyone back to life. I mean, I have some potions. I gave birth to Shadow Baby. I can put leeches on people's genitals, but you know, it doesn't.
What you do in your spare time has nothing to do with what we're talking about. No, go ahead.
How does it feel that people have named their kids after you?
That's really weird. I met like this. It was so embarrassing. There was this really ugly dog that I saw the other day, and this woman was like, "Oh my god, my dog is named so after you," and I was like, "Thanks." Good. So cute.
That's awesome.
I buy a massive model of Jon Snow.
And what would you do to it?
Repeatedly kill it.
Yeah. In front of people.
In front of people. Yeah.
Like, just to reiterate the point, guys.
Yeah. This is how he died.
When you walk around someplace like Comic-Con, do you see people cosplaying as your character?
I've seen a guy, I saw a guy. I mean, the most disturbing thing actually was like I was in Sydney. Well, not disturbing, it was kind of funny, but I was in Sydney and a guy came up to me and said, "Hey Dad," and he looked exactly like Joffrey after Joffrey died with all the blood, like, "Hey Dad." And then there was a Jamie who was also really good with the stump, and it's it's cool because you have people that are so passionate about all things pop culture and also about Game of Thrones, and then you know it's kind of a we wouldn't be here without them.
They'd like film the wolves separately, like the dogs separately in LA, and then CGI them to make them bigger. So they're actually real. They're being really vicious. They're trained so well. You just like take a bone away from them, and they're like which is what I'm like with food. Just to let you know.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Do you love your characters, or do they drive you insane at times, or?
Yes.
Both?
Both, yeah. I do love them, even the bad guys, even the ones I kill.
Even Ramsay Bolton.
You know, Ramsay's a misunderstood fellow.
What are we misunderstanding?
He had a hard childhood.
How would you describe your relationship with the dragons this season? And I just want to emphasize that relationship is underlined.
It is
it's
underlined.
a little implicit.
I see it. No, it's not. It is. Yes. My relationship with my children it's getting a little turbulent this season.
Okay.
They're sort of teenagers, and teenagers like to act up every now and again.
They're going out back, smoking cigarettes.
They are.
Stealing the car.
Mama not having any of it, so yeah.
Hi, I'm here with Conleth Hale. You, of course, play Varys. It's wonderful to see you with hair.
Oh, thank you very much. It grows back every year, so...
You shave it at the top of the season and then it grows back?
Yeah. I got the part and then they told me, oh, by the way, you got to shave your hair.
So your character, Varys, pulled off just a crazy, thank you. Your character pulled off a crazy rescue at the end of last season. Why help Tyrion?
Well, because I think he's worth saving. I think he's one of the few wholly decent people in King's Landing, in that whole world, even though he's killed his father and his ex-girlfriend.
She was always a strong woman, and now she's a strong, independent woman.
Exactly. Who don't need no man.
All right, we have our first question from Facebook here for you from Alex H. And he says, what kind of experiences would Arya and Brienne have shared if Arya had agreed to travel together?
They would have gone to the spa, and they would have got their nails done. No, I'm totally joking. I think they would have been so great together. They should do a spin-off show of that.
Like a buddy comedy?
Like had Arya had gone with Brienne.
I love all my sort of one-on-ones with Lena and Charles, and I have a bunch this year with some more actors that I haven't gotten a chance to work with the past 3 seasons, and as an actor, those are the most satisfying to me.
That's great. No, I mean, you get a good plethora of satisfying scenes on this show anyway. It's hard to choose, right?
Nice use of the word plethora.
Yeah, thanks. I had that one in my back pocket. Yeah, that's good.
Now, I love you. Out of all the cast members, you're the one who looks most different in person because you're not wearing all that armor.
No, I don't tend to wear the armor in everyday life, only for work.
What is it like being a red priestess who's so obsessed with fire, being surrounded by the coldest place on earth, right?
Oh, I know. It's very unlucky that I'm cold always. Like, I'm cold now, and it's a little unlucky that the script says she's never cold. But hey, that's probably the only downside to it.
Yeah, San Francisco isn't quite the wall, but it's still a little bit chilly.
Oh, man, I love it, but you know, I get cold when it's bloody hot. So.
And it's also actually, she kind of started even in a more innocent place and before the depression kicked in too. So she's really.
Oh yeah, there's innocent, depressed, and then strong.
Yeah.
Which you'll definitely see this season.
If you had 3 dragons of your own, what would you name them?
That's a good question. Kind of feel like Valerian would be a nice one, and maybe Bob and Gilbert.
So Kier M from Facebook has a question for you, and it is, whose side are you on in the Game of Thrones?
Team Stannis, man.
Team Stannis. So it would sort of be a betrayal if you weren't.
Oh yeah, no, I cannot say anything else.
I'm being visited right now by Varys the Spider, played by Conleth Hill. How are you, sir?
I'm very well, thank you.
Oh, you're very, you seem almost in character right now.
No, yeah, really, the hair?
Well, just, hands behind your back.
Oh, no, they're usually
you look,
here.
Oh, really? Oh, that's true. That's
Yeah,
right.
I don't have my big sleeves. I usually have a novel in there for between takes, yeah.
Oh, nice. So you can just pull it out and read.
Read to Peter Dinklage.
Oh, does he not read?
No.
Oh, it's nice that someone's there to entertain you.
Yeah, he colors in, though. Very, very well.
Does he stay within? I was going to say, he stays within the lines.
Always,
that's good.
Always.
Awesome.
Well, are we going to have some crazy scenes like that in the next season? Can you give us a hint?
None at all, none.
Come on!
Brienne's doing cross stitch.
No way!
She's wearing slippers. She's relaxing with a magazine. And
Listening to music.
Like doing a home pedi.
Who has the best costumes on set and why?
Oh, that's a trick. They're all brilliant costumes. But I'd have to say mine, just because I can have a packed lunch, a novel, a board game, everything can go up my sleeves. So.
Yeah, I think Varys has a few things up his sleeves.
Yes, but I can't reveal any of them, obviously, or they'd kill me. Yeah.
The heat eviscerates me here, but Dorne, I'm like other things about Dorne. I like the hot food. I like the hot women.
Oh, hot women in Dorne. Oh, yeah, I know. The Sand Snakes.
They do, yeah. And Dorne has a lot going for it.
Somebody asked me that, I've lost 2 kings, 3 kings. I would just like to point out that I wasn't there when the first one went, and Jaime Lannister told me to guard somebody else when Joffrey went.
Oh, throwing Jaime under the bus.
Not my fault. Not my fault.
Not your fault at all.
He made me guard Marjorie. She was perfectly fine at the end of the wedding.